Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. I couldn't believe it. I woke up this morning, the furnace was running. It was 52 degrees outside, and it's what, July 21st, I believe? It's cold for this time of the year. Right now, it is 55 degrees, and I'm wearing a jacket. So I'm just out in the garden right now, wandering around. And I think what we're going to do today is those houseplant seeds. I have to get around to planting those, so I'm going to be showing you that today. Okay, everybody, so I'm finally getting around to planting my houseplant seeds. The chickens would like to join us. Anyways, from what I read, it is harder to start houseplants from seeds than it is like outdoor plants like vegetables or whatever. But I thought I'd give it a try. Now, I found this great website that has all these different houseplant seeds and different accessories, equipment, stuff like that. It's really great. It's called Plant Flix, like Netflix, only Plant Flix. So I'll put the website. So I ordered 2 different seeds to start out. If this works for me, I will be ordering more from this company. So I ordered, these are coleus. It's black dragon coleus. You've got to see the picture. Which one I got on my forehead? Oh, Saul. How did it get there? I was working a lot in the garden this morning. I'm not done. So anyways, black dragon coleus. I love coleus. Now, I know in other parts, this is an outdoor plant in other parts of, where they have better weather. Here, you can have these outside in your garden in the summer, but that's it. I always had these as houseplants. Not from seed. I would buy it at the store. I love coleus. It's so pretty. So I'm going to give this a try. And then I got, this is, yes, the pink polka dot plant. Pink polka dot plant. This is their emblem right here. Isn't that cute? It's a heart plant. I love that. So yeah, pink polka dot. They have white polka dot also, and I think, was it red? There's another polka dot one they have. I got the, typical pink. I used to, when I was in my 20s, I had plants all over the place. I had pothos hanging from, like, you know how your kitchen cupboards at the top? I did not have anything between that and the ceiling. So I just had pots of pothos, and they would just drape down the sides of my cupboard. I had them all over the house. They were beautiful. And then I also had pink polka dots all over the place, this plant here. So this was 40 years ago. And again, I did not start it from seed. So they do give you instructions. That you can follow them on X, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And their handle is the @ Plantflix, PLANTFLIX. So this is not the instructions for this. Anyways, yeah, they have the scientific name on the envelopes and stuff, but I can never ever pronounce them, so I'm not going to try. So this is the black dragon coleus. They have it in this little there. I believe these are approximately 20 seeds. They haven't even sprouted it. There's a bee coming around. To get them in the ground first. Okay, so black dragon coleus, they give you a little instruction thingy here. I'm going to put that back in there so it doesn't go away. Let's see this. It's for if you're a beginner with growing houseplants from seeds, um, it is beginner for germination, plant care beginner. 10 to 12 inch bushy plant with velvety leaves. Germination time is 1 to 2 weeks, which is good. Let's see. Seed. Oh, there's no seed preps. They'll tell you some need stratification, scarification, soaking. This one, you don't need any. 1/4 inch deep, 2 to 3 seeds per 3-inch nursery pot. Yeah, humidity very high. I live in Northeast Ohio. Lake Erie's like, I don't know, 10 miles north of here, and I'm just surrounded by it's almost like living in a jungle here. It's so humid. Not as bad as Texas by the Panhandle. Oh my God, that was horrible. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. And let's see, very high humidity. Use dome for germination, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit plus. Light, a grow light, part sun, part shade. Okay, so that's the instructions they give. They do sell their little greenhouse. It's a little pot with the dome on it. I did not purchase that this time. Again, if I have success with this, I will be investing in stuff like that. So many containers that I save for seed starting in the winter for my gardens. So I thought, well, I'll try one of those. Hopefully it works. So, like this, for the coleus, I think, yeah. I don't know. Let me see. I think I'm going to use this one. If I remember correctly, the coleus is kind of a bigger, hardier plant than the pink polka dot. So I'm going to use this. I have filled it all the way to the top with soil, and I moistened it. It's nice and wet. So what I'm going to do, you guys can't really see, but let me see if I can adjust my camera. I don't know. There we go. I'm just gonna make little trenches. So it has to be like a 1/4 inch. Oh, I think it's about 20 seeds. So, and how much? Oh, my paper. How far apart do we want these again? Spacing. 2 to 3 seeds per 3-inch pot. So, I don't know. I'm just going to do a couple trenches with my finger. These are teeny, tiny seeds. Very tiny. But the good thing is they're very, very light colored. So I can see them against the soil. I hate when I can't see the seeds against the soil. So I think I'm just gonna do my best to kind of spread them out. Oh, I hope these germinate. I love coleus. I do. They are so pretty. I think they make great houseplants too. Just gotta keep them safe from your cats. That's all. So I'm just kind of spreading them out. Oops. Well, I guess maybe they won't all be spread out because I messed up there. Please excuse the noise. This is a time of day, which I had forgotten, that our neighbor brings her little son out to play. So he's a cutie pie. So I'm just gonna do that. Now, yeah, I like that these are a different color. I mean, I need that contrast. to see where I am planting. So this way, my seedlings should have enough space between them. You know, like when I plant carrots, something like that, oh my God, I can't see those things. It's my mine are always like a hot mess when they sprout and need to be thinned out because I can't see. Okay, let me see. Maybe I'll put one there, one here. So yeah, I would say, I didn't count these, they're so tiny, but I'd say it's somewhere around 20 seeds. See if, what kind of review I'll end up giving this company, and will I be ordering from them again? And since we're dealing with plants, it takes time and patience. It's one thing I was telling my son about gardening. You know, it's something you have to have patience for, especially depending on what you're planting, because, you know, it's a living thing. It's a living being, and it takes time to grow and mature and everything. Okay, so now I'm very gently going to cover up my seeds. You know, just like with any of your other plants. Okay. So these are the coleus. So I'm going to give them the greenhouse effect here. This worked well with like my tomatoes and peppers when I did those. Peppers I did in January. I'm getting peppercini and stuff already. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I'm going to seal this up. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to tape the paper, because it has the name on it, on here. And I'm going to put the date because it said 1 to 2 weeks germination time. Okay, so the next one, I think also has 20 seeds. And this, where'd my pink polka dot go? Oh, there it is. It scared me for a minute. Okay, so let's see what these look like. I just love their logo. I just love it. Yeah, so you really, if you are, you know, interested in growing houseplants from seed, it never ever occurred to me. I don't know what possessed me to think about it, and I looked it up online, and it's not a common thing to purchase seeds for houseplants. Hard to find a company that does it. They are based, in San Diego. And I'll tell you, I'm in Ohio. It took them no time to get these seeds to me. So, yeah, they give you another cord. I can barely see those seeds in there. Okay, so this one, pink polka dot plant. No preparation. You want to do these an eighth, a quarter to an eighth. Grow lights. This is beginner germination, beginner plant care. I'd say they both get pretty. This one is 5 to 24 inches. Bushy plant. Wow, I don't remember mine ever getting that big. Germination time is 1 to 2 weeks with this one. And I believe this is also 20 plants. So I think I'm going to do a more shallow little trench here. Okay. Just a little bit, very lightly. I think I'm going to do these in eighth because these are even tinier. And unfortunately, they're dark seeds. So I always had 20/10 vision. And, you know, they used to test our vision and stuff when I was in elementary school. And I remember they were so impressed with my eyesight, they had to call my mother, I believe, just, you know, they were like, oh my God. Anyway, I remember she was like, I can't believe you really can see all this. I said, it's easy. Then I hit 40, and that was over with. So I'm gonna try to spread these out. Yeah, these are, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so those are the pink polka dot. 1 to 2 weeks. It'll put us into August. Now, it says, while they're germinating, you want them to have sunlight, but you don't want direct. You do not want direct light. Now, if you do this in the winter, it says 70 degrees plus for germination. You might want to get a heat mat if you need to. In my house, we never do. It's always so hot there. Anyway. Yeah, so I think what I'm going, humidity, I don't need to worry about humidity around here. Like I said, it's always a thing. Always. Rarely is it arid here. I think what I'm going to do is like put this in the greenhouse. I'd say, probably on the second shelf or on the bottom. So it's getting a little bit of light, but not direct light. Because in the greenhouse you get direct light. It's very strong. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm very lightly going to cover these. This soil is very, very moist. I hope this all works. We'll see. We'll see. Now, what I did, like I told you, I had pothos all over my house. I had all kinds of pink polka dot plants. And this was in my 20s. What I did was I got into propagation. And that pothos, you have to trim it sometime because then it's like all over. And also I wanted a little bit fuller. So I would prune it. And I never wanted to toss it, it just seemed like such waste. So I just started like propagating by rooting it in water. And that's how I came up with more coleus, more pink polka dot. I have other plants too. Some you cannot do that way, but it seems like most of the house plants I could do that. Kind of like I told you guys, was it yesterday? I trimmed up some of my basil, and I have the branches I trimmed off. I put in water because one can never have too much basil. So, I'm going to cover this up. And I think I'm gonna, put the cards that she gave. I'm gonna tape it on here with the dates. Put this in indirect sunlight. I don't have to worry about humidity. Well, this one is not wanting to close for a while. And I'll check it in a few days. I saw the reviews on the website, the plants I was interested in, and it would say, a lot of times people would say even though propagation was 1 to 2 weeks, theirs was already sprouting after like 3-4 days, which I thought was pretty impressive. So that's what I'm going to do. Give you updates on this. Here we go. I got it. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.